Che succede? Ah, niente, ok, bene. Abbiamo 2 skill point che possiamo usare. Come faccio ad acquisire una mappa della città, cazzo? Allora, these are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Ok. Senta, statua, mi dica i suoi segreti. Magari posso sbloccare un dialogo con il nostro amico fascista. Encyclopedia. What does this king do? Thanks. Even by the standard of the Philippine kings, all Sumter's Philip was known for his profligacy. Profligacy? In what way? Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting with the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, Suzerain of Revachol. His own administration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the Anti-Senian Revolution, and end to his family line and the monarchy of the Insulindian Peninsula. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber where he stored unfathomable wealth. Maybe. Or maybe it was cocaine. He called it into the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold dipper feathers like some obese dragon instead of a bed like a normal person. The man certainly knew how to live. Dice la mia cazzo di cravatta. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. I know about it. You see, old Philip was just good at squandering the national treasure in gold. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Okay, this is a lot of process. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. I know this. Yes. Okay, where is he buried now? Beneath the cold waters of the Insulinian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionary after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. What happened to the statue? The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition airship during the turn of the century revolution. The Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it to even finer pieces. Who restored the monument? Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a butterfly trapped in amber floating in a sea of shit. That's such a bad idea. People in Martinez tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironist. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, squandered, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about the hoi polloi thing of aiming death. Non so cosa vorrebbe dire hoi polloi, ma sono sicuro che non si pronuncia così. Not that he ever did in life either. Pretty fun! Funny stuff! È molto buio, non si vede un cazzo! Non so bene cosa bisogna fare in questo momento. Però sono libera di fare un po' quello che mi pare. Mi piace. Oddio, it said big fuck by the corner Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Then is a whore and base said mailbox also. Oh no. Been there, mail collection box. Been there. Healed morale. The mail collection box seemed cathartic, thankfully even so. And so do you. You shudder, then you swallow. Alright, la bambina è ancora lì alle 20:27 di sera a lavorare. E finalmente ho il tempo, lo spazio mentale di fare cose secondarie, perché fino adesso ero tipo bisogna tirare giù quel cazzo di corpo dall'albero o mi viene un attacco di panico. Abbiamo sicuramente molte cose da fare. Questa è la missione principale. Ah, e qua c'è scritto il giorno, comunque lo stavo cercando tanto intensamente prima, non l'ho trovato. Special Burst, questo mi interessa. Voglio chiedere, perché magari mi dà qualche modo di... sai, qualcosa con cui barattare con Everest, perché sennò... Sì, dovrei usare questi skill point, ma non so in che cosa usarli. Metto uno su Volition. E poi deinternalizzo Advanced Race Theory. Internalizzo Wasteland of Reality. Penso che sia una buona idea. Quanta gente che c'è qui dentro adesso. Wow. Non posso rubare bottiglie in questo posto. It's all about money, you know? I know. Non è che magari Kim vuole dire qualcosa. Parliamo di te. Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. If you insist, what do you want to know? Do you ever talk with yourself? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have a conversation with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. The Lieutenant's conceptualization skill must be rather rudimentary. The Lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case. I get it. You're one of those old school detectives, nod respectively. So what? What makes you the new school, God spare us? For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. The Lieutenant produces his familiar mnemotechnique A6 and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversation with himself takes place. You all have different mediums. He's written. You're wearing glasses. That's correct. Uh-oh. You feel a slight urge to put the Lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone. I guess you don't need glasses then. You don't look like other people around here. It's because I'm half Seolite, or a quarter. My father and father's was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side, it's not an interesting topic. What is Seoul? It's part of the world, officer, a geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I thought it would be interesting. It wouldn't be interesting. Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist peninsular state west of the Insulian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious. You're only making it sound interesting. I still want to know more about Seoul. You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seoulite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier. A point of pride to him. Tell me a secret about yourself. No. Ask again. Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but refuse the order. Someone is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? This guy's got authority off the charts. With just a flick of his eyebrows, he's able to make you thrall. So what can I do about it? Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he's a committed officer or RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself. That's all for now. Ok. All good then. Quindi lui non mi vuole parlare. Il che mi va bene. Questo ancora dorme. Posso provare a svegliarlo. Back through imminent. Fuck. Il comunismo. No, aspetta, devo finire di... Perhaps he's on his way to where he just came from, into the primordial darkness? No. Wake him up. No. Wake him up. You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship engine's room. Dun dun dun! Mazzovian Socioeconomics. Vediamo un po' di anticomunismo. 0% of communism has been bent. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. If that's not me, dude. He's starting to suspect crowds. Mazzo fucked him over. Quindi Karl Marx, quindi. Fucked him over personally with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very, very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world. True, dude. Left-wing dialogue options give +4 XP. Reaction everywhere. Però mi dà stati meno. Come on. Bonus from the top. Then if cap from PlayStation is to 5. Mi piace. Ce lo teniamo per adesso. Sai signora, vuole parlare?
Hello again, sweetie.
Do sweeties get money? The expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? If she could, this Mona would feed and clothe you and every other sad lost person in this earth. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paycheck. You must be joking, though our pay does sometimes feel like a joke. It's not easy to assert your right to decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Evra, the union leader. I already did that. Evra's money wasn't gonna last forever, you need more. Every day is a new expense. I'm gonna try it, dude. I need to try it. Sickats. Your department remains dignified, as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of the rope. Any money you have could help me. Commemorative pin. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but she finds a good commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I could give you this to a pawn. Just tide you over. Wonderful. He has a pin. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. There is sailboats in bas relief with sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads St. Baptiste. Tingley Races. This will help me out, Lena, thanks. She smiles to you. You're quite welcome, dear. We gotta get going now. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. Il fatto è che non mi viene da chiedere le cose, però in realtà dopo è sempre utile quando lo... la bottiglia, gli posso prendere la bottiglia. Ah, ma dude, get me the bottle. Ah, non mi ha detto nulla. Ok. Questa persona non mi vuole parlare. Perché non mi vuole parlare, signore? Vabbè, effettivamente non posso parlare neanche con loro. Ehi là! The dishes are drying, the smell of chemicals and pine trees. Hello. Gorik Kubek. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorasi and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call me Gorasi Kubek. Please, it's not funny. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions? The man puts his cap down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. Leo said you're friends with Mañana, is that true? The mention of Mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of familiar words with lively gestures, then he falls silent again. They're friends. What is in that borscht you're making there? The man says a couple of sentences, that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. Pretty sure he asked a question. He doesn't know your language, you can just say something cool in return. Mercury rising, run your finger through your hair. The man looks at you, then at the soup, his face lighten up, he picks up a bottle from the shelf. Need more vodka? Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the man happy in good spirits. Clever move by the union. Vodka board. I love it. Bratan. Turns it to eat the fuck up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a power keg. Yes! Turn the vodka up. He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka in the pot with a whistle stirs blue. You've got some impressive pots here. He smiles and bangs his ladle against one of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sound of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. I don't think anything else. Stay masculine. An aroma of spicy alcohol tomato hangs in the air. Just steal money from every fucking one. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color blue is for a mystery. Touch the door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel is door flush with its frame on every side. It leads to a side building, each into this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. Try to push out the door. The door does not budge. I wonder where this door leads. You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. What do you care where it leads? I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation. It's hardly a side investigation, you already have a name for it. No, the door is a mega investigation. I'm calling it Behind the Blue Door. It's hardly worth a title. It looks at the door, then you... Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager. Thanks. Thank God for Kim, you know?
Can I help you?
Gord, I saw another thing at the whirling. There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it, it's just a door. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... No, I don't have a key, I don't know how to get there, and I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a freight warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over to go after the animals and I haven't found the key. So good luck with that. Comunque non c'è la gente della Union ancora, qui. Le mie bottiglie le posso vendere? Hell yeah, dude! Oh, qua ho preso solo ste bottiglie. Magari c'è qualcuno fuori. Non c'era nessuno. Devo ottenere una mappa, è molto importante per me. Non posso ancora cantare karaoke perché non ho trovato la canzone che mi serve. E qua dentro non è che c'era nient'altro da fare. Sono le 9, Kitsuragi è ancora che mi segue. E non posso andare a prendermi gli stivali da vendere al pawn shop.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Sì, il cambiamento climatico. Non ho capito cos'è questo. È qualcosa che posso fare, tipo questo, no? Visual calculus, devo mettere un punto. È ancora qui. Incredibile.
You missed it at show before. A gift came by, completely fucked a tree to pieces.
Nice.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
If you want to shut it down, you need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use of Kuno words. Okay, what? Total retards language like that. Congratulations, kid. You just made yourself a retard. Stop joking, Kuno. The fucker has got you in a chokehold. Kuno's not fucking joking. Choke you out there. Serves you right for using reactionary shit. Hey, fuck you did. He lets go of his throat. Kuno's gonna keep saying kept forever now. Keep. He only gets 2 keeps out before he cows. Shit, the fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck back down, let's talk normal shit. Oh, now you want normal conversation, huh? Yes, Kuno wants normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please. Figure out what's going on with this kid. Empathy. I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. The fuck about it? Where's the rest of his armor? And does he get shit about that? How come? The fucking has not had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. A mutant? Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temples with his finger with some strange aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. What do you mean you threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. You threw it in the sea? Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone About that armor? Okay, go fuck the mustached union fuck. They jolly troubadour shit at the gates. What do you mean troubadour? Yeah, cocking boots. You know, that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. Yes, you've met him at the gates, the one with the boots and the jolly smile. Yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's a fucking crazy about the armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows, trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information? And you just telling me this about the kindness of your heart, Kuno? Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno's doing pity now. Still, it seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Do you know who he was? Kuno is the fucking for target predators. He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. I mean who he was, so you don't know anything. Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Do you know how it got up there? Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when the shit went down, so you didn't see it happening. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez, Kuno wasn't in Revachon. Kuno wasn't regional. Where did you go then? I don't know. Some fucking mask or I don't know, some other place. There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like a name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel. There's a fictional name. Night City doesn't exist. Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to? Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame. It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City, Rage City, the City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame. Lame. That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that. It's impossible to disclose what it is about that, at least for the moment. If it's important, it come up later. Focus on the case. Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt? Yeah. Except you're a Fagari now. Suspicious questions are reinforced and antagonistic suspicious. What are contusions all over his body? Did you do that? Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit? He grabs his head like it's hurting. Says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again. I hate words too. Words are fucking shit, make you stupid. Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavioral difficulties. I have behavioral difficulties too. Watch out, Kuno, he's trying to relate to you. Kuno doesn't give a shit about your handicap. Fuck. Kuno, shouldn't you be at school or something? That's the past, pig. Kuno's not there anymore. Kuno did his time. Now ask about the pig's corpse shit and don't go sniffing to Kuno's past. Ok, quindi possiamo trovare dove è il resto dell'armor. Tu invece?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Kutavitu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Alright.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
Ehi, no,
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What is this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face! You got something? Talk to me!
Proprio non vogliono che io
I'll
parli
die
con lei.
before I squeal. Murder was the case. Was the case they gave me.
What? What? Gave you? What? Questo, no? È un passaggio da qualche genere. Why am I looking at this pile of locked? Perception. Devo fare esperienza. Quindi, per fare esperienza. Quindi è qui tipo cioè la cucina, no? Potrei suonare qua qualcuno. 24th window. Che roba strana. Si è chiuso anche questo. Quindi non so cosa posso fare al momento. Lei passa tutto il giorno seduta lì, molto deprimente.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming
Yes.
to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Is it yours? Is that the yellow mug? Ha 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 ha! Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Hasn't seen anything like that fun in a while. Is it yours? God damn, thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. He doesn't live in Martinez. Sarà mica lui la persona di cui parlava.
Hola, Wandering Man.
Kuno
How can I
told
help
me
you?
you were supposed to know about the armor. Huh. Little boy, I did good on his promise. His promise to get me into trouble, to sick the pig on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into the armor situation, official union probe, you know, track it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not, maybe the pieces can fit the strike, but us, a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy, said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing the menial footwork. I dropped the probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. Oh. The probe into the armor, what did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. What else? Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. What sorts of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura, let's say. I have friends at the library, he explained with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, 4 in total, the helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believed him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw, too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing, the gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle, more like a job for some militia. 4 pieces of armor up for grabs then, but I sent the boots away. The jolly man shrugs. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did. I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. Nice and balanced. Some junior officer can take care of the rest. Smart choice. It's only that 1 spot you need armor to. The one the bullets hit. Huh. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time resting in the spurs of Oyedero than getting them off him. Thank you for your cooperation. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him for calling me mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. He's sincerely grateful he's not tracking down Peter's armor right now. Alright. That's good, I guess. Attenzione, sono tutti i campanelli finché qualcuno non ha risposto. Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. She thinks you're a gremlin child. What would you say to this? This is the police. Please open the door. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore, so I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Shit. Hello, is anyone there? Yes, hello, it's Centennial Electrics. This is a woman's voice crackling fragile through the static. Have you come to place an order? She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. His receives must not be working properly. Yes, I've come to place an order. Oh my god. Lieutenant exchange a look with you. Sorry? It's you, my god, I didn't think I would hear your voice again. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you? Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Michael, just please... She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different, as if my mind's been wiped clean. A spot of static overrides her word. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget. Forget about what? She sounds like she's about to cry. Hello? She doesn't answer. You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting? Silence, the only thing you can hear now is static and waves. I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. And a seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here staring at the silent cold box. Must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient. Fuck! Fortress accident SCA. Ok. Beh, lo provo. Tanto... Check success. Whatever she said, it can hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus. You've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationship. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. Call her again. Press the doorbell to sleep through me. ST. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. Yes, hello, it's Tricentennial Electrics, the same voice you had before. Have you come to place an order? Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you. My god. Here comes the bad voice again. Relax, distance yourself from it. Please don't hang up, I just want to explain myself. Before you can finish the sentence, the voice continues speaking. It's you. My god, I didn't think I would hear your voice again, okay? Wait, are you repeating your words? Michael, just please. Haha. Why did you even call? I don't understand. Do you think it's funny to see a police officer? The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Now tell me, who's responsible for this joke? Ever since I came to work, it's been different, and as if my mind's been wiped clean. Say nothing. So nice. So nice to be able to finally forget about you. Then it hits you. You're a recording, oh really? You're fucking smart, detective, dude. She tries again not to cry, still doesn't succeed completely. Quite Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. But does it feel like it's still my fault? Her sound melts into the static. From time to time you can hear people talking in the distance, but you can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording's still going. Keep listening. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds. Is anyone there? No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Yours in total, somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. The smell of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch her shave in dark hallways, guttering. So, the strange in-talk button ends. The lieutenant cuts in, introspecting the intercom. There's a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have some other mysteries to solve. Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry? I don't have time to explain to you right now. Maybe sometime later. He looks at the sea. Something weird just happened to me. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you. It's true. That was nice. Andiamo dentro. Parliamo con Garth. Dopo posso leggere il ledger, mi sono dimenticata di nuovo. Il cuoco è andato via.
Can I help you?
So, about the money I owe... Can I pay with this check? The cafeteria man stares at you, baffled. You must be joking now. You came here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent. You can cash it in at the local freight near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it. How much do I owe you again? A lot. 130 real. Boh, ok, ma... Sai, non posso pagarti tutto.
Yes?
You seem to be following me. Excuse me? Nothing, just an observation. You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. What do you mean distinctive? I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegiate observation. In the 47 we called it the Jamrock Shuffle. What? I say it's scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic yet thorough. Prioritize containers. You're kidding? Why containers? I don't know, containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions, we should move on. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental territories is not usually his over. He regrets bringing it up. What? What? Alright. Adesso sta camminando davanti di me. Oh, aspetta. Sewer gate, a gateway to the river of filth. Alright. Senti. Guarda che qua ci potrebbero essere le bottiglie. Perfetto. E inoltre guardiamo un po' delle sue robe, magari ha qualcosa di utile.
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Try the shades on. Abort, these are hideous. Damn, officer, you look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. No, you're definitely not buying those. You're right. I'm too sensible for those. Are you sure? But it looks so good on you. Electrochemically -1 logic. Rummage through the box. They're all boring. Boring third-rate no-harm sunglasses, but by cheap raised plastic. Those UV stickers are almost centrally just there for show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. First-rate sunglasses. Maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in the box. Aha, I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says Subinsulinic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone. Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture. For the first time, the state of avoid trails off as he watches you inspect the grasses. Try them on. This is how a sea monster see the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello, so deep. Wow, officer, it looks so cool. As you observe the world through deep sea tinted lens. And they can be yours for merely 3 real. Kim, what about these? It's a case to him. You just look like a musician, like a blind musician, but you could do worse. Take him if you want. Più uno, Inland Empire no! Preferirei morire! Vediamo gli altri. E lui? Kim vuole parlarmi? Aspetta, cosa?
We should think about calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet. You should take care of that then, but I don't have any money. Let's talk to him anyways. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping on the streets. We'll figure something out. If he finds the situation frustrating, he's doing his best not to make you feel any worse. So nice, he's so nice, dude.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Find something worth salvaging from the pile of rags. Failure. Touch them. They itch like hell, when I itch pit in hell. To half-light Menon composure, Menon savory frame. No thank you. Questo invece?
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the sneakers. A pair of fun ultras. Those sneaker mister, those sneakers are the real fun sneakers. Only that's madness. Più uno reaction speed, meno uno insicuro. Ah, cazzo, quanto pagherei? Ma non 50 real. Inspect the speakers. These unrespectable speakers have been conquered. No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. But I already looked at the sneakers. Then look at them again. Can't I just buy the Sun Conquer Samaran speakers? No way, officer. They aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk. That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself. No, officers, you're a high-class policeman who accept nothing less than the best. Don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers. Well, if you want them... But see, they are pedestal for my sneakers. Pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? Ah... If on the other one you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra 50 cents. Ok. Non ne comprerò, però grazie. Forse posso vendere qualcosa a sto pawn shop? Forse è chiuso. Non è chiuso? Aperto 24/7. It's good to hear still open, big city
Pawn
vibes.
shop is always open.
Whee! Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward, lucky bastard is probably on Pyrrolidon. Pyrrolidon? Starts to come by on the state. What is that? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eye turn yellow. That's not a plus. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Why on earth? These are a prescription, I can really see without them. There's not the indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket. Say, what's with the triangles on your vest? I was with the emergency relief brigade, you know, after the People's Pile disaster. Had to take pyroholidium for radiation sickness, that's why you're hinting at that just now, wasn't it? The People's Pile? What's that? A bad idea. Some poor leftists build a particle decay generator in the hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctions. Radioactive waste everywhere, probably some of it in it too. In you too. Yikes. The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into the river expanse. Come on. What is it called? The People's Pile? Because the socialists made it. Construction under the Commune of Revacho. The people continued to work on it after the Commune fell. Needless to say, things didn't work out. Why did it fail? An emergency valve defect that resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, making the fuel containment vessels up in the explosion. But the faulty design, the lack of finances contributed to this catastrophe. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade. We were all volunteer force, self-organized, ready to help fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the heart to let it go all to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. He wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths, cancer mostly, and we knew all that was coming as we were cleaning up as best we could. Whose fault was it that the generation failed? No one's, everyone's. So much bitterness. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? How did you end up running a pawn shop? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later my second aunt died, left me this shack and assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me, don't go there, it's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far from Phobor I can. Still in the same city, but thank you for telling me. He shrugs. I like theory more than story. Outward movement, not vortices. Yeah. You gotta get into those vortices, man. Care to share your Pyrrolidon with me? Have you tried it before? The lieutenant steps away, pretending to remind some of the knickknacks on display because he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks, as long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your narc, but he won't be thrilled about this either. I think I liked it. Here you go, man. Very odd looking that cap-shaped object. Not so sure about this. Yeah, take the drugs, dude. He looks down, of course. I wanted to ask about my missing gun again. Have people from Everclear Union came here to track that gun? Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in yesterday looking like they just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went away. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here asking for all sorts of things. Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun. People as oleaginous as ever seem like they're lying even when they're being truthful. Wait. Thanks for the review. Let's talk about something else. No, hello. It's something I like to sell. I have some commemorative pin. But before I sell it, I have some questions. He studies the pin carefully, rolling it around in his palm. St. Baptiste Summer Day race 31, what a pleasant time that was. So what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20. Okay, but can you hold on to it for a few days before putting it up for sale? I promise to give the pin back. Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right away. Hey, that's a rip-off. A pin for 31 ought to be priced 33.1. But I had 10 cents. Just be nice. That's all I wanted for the pin, thanks. I'll check my pockets. Diciamo che gli vendiamo le cose. Forse le devo mettere in mano. Non capisco. Ah, qua devo premere, ok. Pawn. Giant novel check. Do not pawn. Empty cassette. Postcard. Non sembra che interessante. Sì, come minimo di Everett, quindi per adesso mi va bene così. Devo collezionare un po' di soldi prima di andare a parlare con Gart. Spero che magari Frit sia ancora aperto. Effettivamente è tardissimo, però non so, magari è aperto. Devo andare prima, cazzo. Sembra chiuso. È aperto. Sempre lei vive qua. Forse mi servirebbe ricaricarmi un po' la vita.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
I know. I need to exchange the novelty check for cash. Ah, I didn't know you work for the union, sir. Anything else I can do for you? No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash. Certo, come no, rhetoric. Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of Whirling and Rags? A warehouse? I don't know, maybe. I don't really care what Frit does. Come on, give me something to work here. She looks up from under the brow. Fine, Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here, okay? Okay. Oh. Try negotiating. Andiamo a negoziare. So, about the money, I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight. Does arrangement conclude you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? Kim is about to say something, let him. I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking and... I mean, no offense, it's really nothing personal, I just have to protect the interest of this establishment. Hold on, I still have my key, you know? What? Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component? They have to be unlocked from down here. Oh shit, dude. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me money. Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here. I really didn't want to resort to this, the man was thinking. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game. Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it? Ok, va bene, andiamo. Kim sta tentando in tutti i modi di corrermi davanti invece che dietro. Inside this is a set of steering levers, I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, the suspect transport enclosure. Transport enclosure? Regular people call it the cage. Look into the suspect transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. Four shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat, their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these for a little while back. We can try to take them at the pawn shop down the Martinez Canal. Thanks. I appreciate your help. Ok, andiamo a venderlo al pawn shop. Mi stanno tentando di disegnare meccaniche che ho capito già, penso. Però le apprezzo. Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps, the lieutenant steps in there. Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud them some foreign things for them? Jump a mask banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 dollars. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you. Of course, I meant no offense. You come again? Is that 130 real you need for your bill? Do not waste it, the rest goes in his pocket. The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. The windfall is small consolation. I'd like to buy back the commemorative pin I've sold you. Yes, unfortunately I still have it. 30. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna give the pin back to the lady. So everything is fine. Adesso ho tanti soldi. Oddio, quanto devo pagare? 150, vero? Spero che fosse 150, se no vado a vendermi i vestiti.
Hello again, sweetie.
I bought it back, and it means a lot to you. You should have had it. Secret task complete. Return Lena spin. Oh, thank you, dear. Confess I'm glad to see it again. Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events. Ehi, Gart, spero di avere abbastanza soldi per pagarti. Mi pare che fosse 150.
Can I help you?
So, better money I owe, I have your money. Slams the bill down the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here's 130 real. Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for service rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bills in advance starting tomorrow. He takes his chain and fiddles with the mechanism. The electronic lock in your room says it has been disabled till 21 tomorrow. What? Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night. I'll take a room here too. Of course. Quindi vogliamo andare a dormire. Devo mettere un punto sul visual calculus. Non so se... perché volevo andare a vedere... I dialoghi sembrano indicare che io non posso più ottenere gli stivali dal corpo, perché li abbiamo già messi via. Che io pensavo, dato che non li portiamo via oggi, li posso ottenere comunque. E invece mi sa di no. This is the room you redecorated. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright. Let's go. Mi slappa, sai quelle cose. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum, then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
How do you think today went? Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. In addition, we got the body down from the theory, and we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something, but it's up to the boys in processing now. We did perform a thorough research of the crime scene. That's great. Now, as for any interviews, my list of people to talk here in Martinez, I mean... Read the initial interviews? Yes, well, we talked to some people. Including Everett Clare, a daunting adversary if there ever was one. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with his information, however. He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks he could have gotten more out of Everett. I'm sure I can get him to tell us more. Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. I want a different name, one I haven't ruined yet. You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep, we really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What with all the running, you run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? Fuck. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age, in those heels. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Nice shoes, by the way, I like the green, goes with the orange. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. Something of a ritual. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. How did you get so cool, Kim? The light of his cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. You mean this? He flicks the ash. This isn't cool. This is an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy. Keeping the habit within the parameters given himself takes a lot of focus. Would be easier to simply quit. Right then, the debrief. Yes. It's been a long and eventful day. So, what are my powers exactly, the RCM? They're quite limited actually. The power officers of the eventual citizen militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines up to 1,000 real for offences in accordance with the interdependent schedule. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers in the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines the trust of the RCM. 1,000? Why not more? The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revacoan. Okay, what else? You can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. Prevents the confusion and overcrowding. Wait. Well, how can you be sure the Revasi will show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. I see. And if someone resists, we are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. Have you ever killed anyone, Tim? Yes. The last time was 4 years ago. Have I killed anyone? That's improbability, perhaps an impossibility. I probably have. Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence. What happens to the people we convict? We don't convict, we arrest and send them to coalition government courts, the Coron and the La Delta. The prosecution works of our testimony, and records which it's paramount we keep them. And who makes all the rules? The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The Elysium was formed by the coalition government to restore order after the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order, no more no less. His gaze is absent, fixed on the window below that just went dark, or perhaps it's better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Let's say it was the coalition government. It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in the city, and they will take it away if we misuse it. Or if we think we do. The moral intern, what is it? The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They're on this place after the revolution failed. If I didn't know, how would you describe them? There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the rail belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EIS, most intergovernmental organization in the world. What do they believe in? They're DeLoreans. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by the Herr Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they're just technocrats. Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day. Who was Dolores Day? A historic figure, the author of The Modern Age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinion. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. What is their symbol? Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. The motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to know of them for that. Something kind and unusual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. What do you think of them? The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinion on facts until they change, and it doesn't look like that's about to happen. It's more than that, there's some kind of affection in him. You like the moral intern? Yes, I did when I was younger. In my 20s I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad. That's another leitmotif associated with moralism. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. I have an opinion on the moral intern. Do you? The lieutenant arches his brow and pulls on his secret. That's a slim white thing in his fingers. They're pretty good. Me le leggo, dai. Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism. Mi piace abbastanza. These are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization protecting the bourgeoisie rights. Amazing. Matter silently, immigrants, liberals, Crips, fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion, forget about it. They've done an awful job here. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws that we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Maybe we should make our own law. Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypotheticals aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least in the Union thinks so. I accept our job here is to prove quite challenging. Just say nothing, just look into the night. The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant's looking at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drive. His soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuraji glasses light up as he looks at the sky. Two glowing circles. Ah, yes, the evil circles. Circular glasses. Finally, he puts on the cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here." And the mouth on that kid Kuno, it's different inland. In Jamrock and the GRIH. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks. The Jamrock and GRIH. He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard, human beings are, but we are in control and it's worth it. The organization works, our system works. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good." Me too, but I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. Thank you for this. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. Ah, okay. Bye-bye.